I'm Glenn Clark with Irish 101. Notre Dame ranked third in the first college football playoff poll with a record of 7-1, faces the 5-3 Demon Deacons of Wake Forest Saturday afternoon at Notre Dame Stadium. Let's get the thoughts of the beat writers and reporters on We Got the Beat, Wake Forest edition.
They got the beat, they got the beat, they got the beat. Yeah, they got the beat.
Blake and Littman, Indianapolis Star. Twitter handle is at Blake and Littman. And the first college football playoff rankings come out tonight, but even though Brian Kelly is going to be on ESPN's show, he doesn't really care about them and they don't really mean anything. And he said he hasn't even watched enough games to give his ranking, but if he had to, it would be Georgia number 1, Notre Dame number 2, and there are no other teams behind them. So we'll see tonight what the selection committee comes out with. The top 4 teams, Notre Dame could be in them, or they could be 5 or 6. We'll see.
Pete Sampson from Irish Illustrated at Pete Sampson _. I think keys to this weekend, Wake Forest comes in really banged up, down their number 1 receiver, 9 touchdowns on the year. Their leader in all-purpose yardage by about 4 times, and their top defender player, or the top safety as well, Jesse Bates, a local kid from Fort Wayne. So it's not a situation where I think Wake Forest comes in with the material to put a scare into Notre Dame. And as much as Brian Kelly said during his Tuesday press conference that Notre Dame has to play their best and they have a lot of respect for Wake Forest, I think if Notre Dame plays their best, they're going to beat Wake Forest by 40 points. So I think unless Notre Dame gets caught up in the college football playoff rankings and polls and projections and all that kind of stuff, this should be a game where Notre Dame can roll through and the game will be in hand by the end of the third quarter. Wake Forest is a lot better than the team that showed up here in 2015, but I also think Notre Dame is a lot better than the Notre Dame team that they put out there in 2015. So I like Notre Dame a lot this weekend. I think if Jesse Bates and Greg Dortch were playing for Wake Forest, could get interesting in the second half, but without those guys, I have a very difficult time seeing Wake Forest holding up their end of the bargain on Saturday at Notre Dame.
Lou Simochi with Blue and Gold Illustrated and blueandgold.com. Notre Dame has won 6 straight games by 20 or more points. That's second in Notre Dame history. The 1966 national champions did it 7 straight. No other team did it more than 5 like this one. What they've done is maintain a consistency in their attitude of competition, whether it's North Carolina State, USC, or Miami of Ohio. It's a faceless opponent, and I think that's the same with Wake Forest. It's not disrespectful. What it is what is our standard, not what we are going up against. And if they maintain that, because it's hard to sustain this level of dominance week after week after week, but if their consistency and attitude of competition remains as it has, I think we can see another Notre Dame victory, and hopefully maybe by 20 again.
Rain is expected throughout the day on Saturday in South Bend with temperatures in the lower 50s. Kickoff time is 3:41 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Glenn Clark with Irish 101, and this is